A brother got on the website and he asked me, he said, what do you have to offer, King Noble? I hear what Polite have to offer, what SETI have to offer, what Sinetta, what all these different individuals have to offer. What do you have to offer? I said enlightenment. Another brother typed in freedom. But I don't offer freedom. Freedom is what an individual must take. You have to take up your own freedom. I can't offer you freedom. I can't offer you freedom from cigarettes. You have to give up the cigarettes. I can't offer you freedom from alcohol. You have to give up the alcohol. I can't offer you freedom from white supremacy. You must give up white supremacy. What I offer you is the enlightenment. So that once you enlighten into the identity of who you are, you realize that you have the freedom to give up from the white man. Do you follow what I'm saying? You realize that you already have the freedom, but you must take the choice. But you will not have the confidence and the courage and clarity to take the choice till you first realize who you are. And realizing who you are, realizing who we are as the people is enlightenment. And that's what I have to offer. The freedom is already there. You're free to move in any direction. If your enemy attacks you, you're free to attack them back. You just choose not to. So you don't lack the freedom. You lack the enlightenment to see the divine potential and the reality of who you are to be able to respond efficiently and effectively to what we are up against today as a people. What I offer is enlightenment. And once our people enlighten, then they will move into not just from a pure scholarly, whimsical, just purely based on faith, just based on rhetoric. They will internalize the reality of who they are and be magnetized towards manifesting a divine potential in this day and time. That's what I offer. That's why I don't say I have an organization, come join. If you know who I am and know what this is, I won't have to tell you to join an organization. I won't have to have, board meetings and corporate meetings and bylaws and all this in order to get people to be a part of what I'm doing. If you wake up to the enlightened reality of what I'm doing, it's nothing else that you could possibly do. So I offer enlightenment. And enlightenment means that all of this information that's coming to us is put into a particular perspective that awakens our mind, where we are absolutely, totally clear about who we are and know that we have the choice to effectively make another decision as it relates to our liberation. That we no longer have to choose to accept the oppression and the subjugation, that we no longer have to become overcome by fear. Because fear is a lack of knowledge of one's own capability. Before you knew how to swim or knew that you could know how to swim, you feared the water. But when you knew that you could swim and knew that you could learn how to swim, then you no longer feared the water the way that you used to. So your fear of the water really was a ghost. I'm telling you that our fear of the white man is a ghost. Once you know who you are and know what your capability is, and not just from a scholastic, from a trained, dogmatic, rhetorical type of learning technique, but I'm talking about actually waking up your mind to who you actually are. There's no possible way you could fear the white man. There is no context. Once you realize who you are, there's no context for you to even be a slave. That is almost like telling a fish that he cannot be in the water. There's no context for a fish to not be in the water. Even when you take him out of the water, he's still flapping like he's in the goddamn ocean. That'll be you trying to tell a black man that he cannot be free, that he cannot manifest his own destiny and do what the fuck he want to do on this earth. Once you wake a black man up to who he is like that damn fish, you ain't got to organize no goddamn fish. Whether he's in the water or out the water, he's going to flap. And if he ends up out the water, he's going to try every way he possibly can to flap his ass right back to that damn water. You know what? You know why? Because he knows he's absolutely clear on who he is. Genetic. That he's no different from no other fish that have ever swum freely in the water like he ever has. He has no other idea or concept of himself. The weakness of the human being is that he can be taught a lie about himself and believe it. No other animal in nature can be taught a lie about itself and believe it for long. That's a fact. No other animal in nature. Only the human being, and particularly the black man, can be taught a lie about itself and deceive itself of its own existence to be subjugated to another species or to another entity. Only the black man. You can't even do that to a goddamn monkey. A monkey is always gonna know it is a goddamn monkey. The lion is always gonna know that it's a damn lion. Now for its petty survival, you can manipulate it, but that window is very small. As soon as it gets full, it ain't paying no more goddamn attention to you. You follow? And a lot of these animals in the circuses are deprived of food and given only minimal amounts to make them conform just for survival in order to do the tricks and stunts that they do, because their consciousness of themselves is very hard to manipulate. They always act in the knowledge of who they are and what they are. We have been tricked. And enlightenment is bringing us out of the trick. It's bringing us out of the spell. The gospel, the ghost spell, Christianity, dealing with white Jesus or white Christ.